So what are your biggest goals for 2021? Personally and professionally.
Goals.
Personally and professionally.
I have some financial goals.
Okay.
I have like investment goal. And
Okay.
I would like to buy my Range Rover that I keep
There you go.
dwelling on. I would really, so I know followers don't mean anything,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that I have created something maybe a little bit different in my Instagram that's very like personable and it's authentic and it's very like I love my I am excited. I talk to other influencers and they're like, oh my god, my followers are so annoying.
Right,
They're so
right.
this blah blah blah. I love my you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're amazing, and so I would really love to grow that. You know, I have on my vision board like 50,000.
Yeah.
That would be really exciting. But that's not like like you said, if you have one, you could impact someone with one follower
100%.
or 50.
Yep.
So that would be really cool. But I also have on my vision board to go to a therapist.
Oh, so
If
you
it'll-
do want to go
Well,
to
it's
one.
been on I make a vision board
Okay.
every year, and it's been on one for 6 years. So maybe we'll cross it off. Maybe we won't. Probably should.
Here's the one thing I'll say about the therapy thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are like, well, first of all, I think there's two things. Some people are like, oh, I'm going to go see my therapist. And it's like this thing that like,
Yeah.
it's like the cool thing now.
Yeah.
Oh, which is it just annoys me.
Yeah.
But I will say, give it a second. Don't be afraid to see like 1 or 2 or 3 different people. It's a fucking process. It's annoying because you got to tell your story. You got to talk about it. But you will find somebody that you crave to go see eventually.
So my fear is that I don't want to tell these people my story.
Why?
Because I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
In a therapeutical, I just have this, is that a word? I just have this vision that someone's going to be like, just like that doctor when I was in 7th grade, you're depressed. And then did that. And then I have that someo's just going to,
Psychoanalyze you.
yeah,
and
be like, and
put
tell
you in a
me-
box.
Well, no, that they're gonna tell me that that something's really wrong. Like, and I've gone through my whole life, and I've been good just dealing with it on my own. Where I don't know what it is, but it's like I don't want someone to tell me that it's worse than it is. And that's my fear, is that someone's not going to be like, okay, like, yeah, that's all right. Yeah, if you just did this and this, I have a fear that someone's going to know every single thing about me, and they're going to be like, bitch, like, you need some help.
Yeah.
And I don't.
That's when you say, well, that's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here, and I
And
pay $600 an hour.
If you're going to tell me that there's something wrong with me, I'm going to see the next person.
Yeah.
Because their job is not to say whether you're wrong or right. Their
Yeah.
job is to be like, okay, let's explore why you feel this way
Yeah.
so that we can feel better. That's it.
Yeah.
That's really what you should look for in
Yeah.
a therapist.
I
So
feel like I am, like, just, somewhat messed up.
Yeah.
Like,
we-
everyone is.
We all are.
And do I want to face it? I don't know.
But I think you take care of yourself. It sounds like you have a really good support group.
Yeah.
Great group of friends.
Yeah.
I know that you work out a lot, which is huge for your
Yes.
mental health.
Yes.
What are some other things that are like Gretchen care?
Yeah, so if I like go down a rabbit hole like
Yeah.
I do every time during the holidays,
Yeah.
I eat like a monster. The drinking, honestly, like if I'm drinking every day or I'm not, it doesn't. I'm like, I swear alcohol doesn't affect me like that. It's weird.
But you don't drink like you said the other day. You
right.
don't drink like a bottle of
No,
wine
exactly.
a day.
I just like alcohol, and I like to drink all day. I like
Right.
Baileys in my coffee, like
Yeah.
whatever. But if I eat really, like, I spiral
Yep.
in like it's like I don't sleep.
Yep.
So then I'm tired, I'm irritable, I'm anxious, I'm everything. But when I'm eating really clean, it's like in January, I did that reset.
Yeah.
I felt incredible. I didn't have any anxiety. I was
Yep.
just moving and grooving. I am big, and this is really vain, but if I look like trash for too long, it starts to like we've been working from home.
Right.
Some days you just got to get dressed.
Yeah.
You got to get out of the sweatpants, even if you're changing the sweatpants. And they're like fancy sweatpants. I have 7,500 pairs of fucking sweatpants. And I'm sure everyone does after the pandemic. Like, my top sellers
Yeah,
as an
our
influencer
sweatpants.
are fucking sweatpants. I'm like, what are we doing?
Hashtag 2020.
Ooh,
That's
2020.
it.
So anyway, that helps.
Yeah.
Like your mental
Yeah.
state of
100%.
just get it together a
Yeah.
little. Put on some makeup for nobody, like your neighbors, you know, just do it.
I feel like when you're feeling your best, you also outwardly look your best.
Sure.
Again, in a yes, that sounds vain, but like I'm going through the same thing right now. I'm on day like 32 of not drinking. And I feel so fucking clear. I wake up before my alarm. Like I feel so good. Yeah. And like over the holidays, I get really depressed when I come back.
Oh my God. I had the same. I bawled my eyes out the day when I walked in that door. I was like, I have zero purpose in life.
Me too. I felt the same way. And like, I am really close to my parents. So leaving them is very difficult for me. Yeah. And I remember when you were doing the January thing, I'm like, I felt internally judging myself because I'm like, I should do that, but I wasn't ready. Yeah. You know? And I was like, well, I waited until my birthday month and didn't drink on my birthday for the first time since I was like 15. Yeah. I don't know, you know? So I think that's huge though. It's like what we're doing with our body, the people that we're surrounding ourselves with, what we're putting in our body. Yep. I call that my pyramid, and when one part of that triangle or one part of that pyramid collapses, everything collapses. So true. Wow. So when I was like 27, like I was, I don't know, 25 pounds lighter, and I looked the part, and I was in the lifeguard, swimsuit on the beaches of LA, but I was so miserable when I would go home alone that it didn't matter. Like your physical being means nothing without your mental health. So that's huge. Yeah. That's huge.
And 100% about the mental thing. Like if you don't, people ask me, how are you so confident, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I just say that I am. Yeah. Like I, every day look in the mirror. I'm like, you're a badass bitch. Yeah. You can influence people's lives. You have purpose. Like you are meant to do something greater than even what you're doing right now. Like just go fucking do it. Yeah. And it's not easy. Like I don't wake up every day and I'm like, oh, I'm the shit. But I tell myself anyway. So that's very good for my anxiety. Yeah. Is like absolutely
purpose.
Like finding purpose.
But also creating habits. Like you do this every day. You are manifesting every day, whether you truly believe it or not, just saying it over and over and over, eventually you will believe it and it will happen. Yep. But when you're in a really dark place, it's hard to like believe that will ever happen. That's when I like the whole secret thing. I practiced a little bit of it and things started happening. I'm like, holy fuck, this works. That's scary. Yeah. Because everything I've ever wanted could happen, which is also a terrifying thought. But I think just, the whole, I think you're spot on with everything. And I'm excited for you because I feel like you're just getting to that like stage, and there's something that you're gonna text me one day and be like, I found my therapist. Things are happening. This is happening. So you've got your professional goals, therapy goals for the year, maybe next year, whatever. What else? What else is on your list for this year?
So Nu Skin. Yep. It's an skincare brand. I have a really large team on that, and I have some pretty hefty goals just with that in general. Yeah. But I would like to, with Nu Skin, I want a free trip to Hawaii. There you go. I'm going to take my dad. Oh. So my dad, I know we didn't talk about my dad. My dad's the shit. Is he? He's like my rock. We've become extremely close over like the past 5 years.
But you weren't really that close with him growing up because he was super busy. He was super busy.
His firefighter works, 48-hour shifts. Right. So it was, I'd get home at 7 a.m., go to sleep sort of thing.
Are you pretty similar to your dad? Kind of like the
yeah, so I get my work ethic from my dad. Like he's a retired firefighter and he works probably 70 hours a week. Oh wow. Like he loves to work, he loves to do that. And I get my like soft, like I am exactly what you said, hard ass interior, and I am a puddle of mud on the inside, and that's him. And also we both can't handle compliments. Like when someone compliments me, I just start crying. Yeah. And he's the same way. Like if and the words "I'm proud of you" are really triggering to me because of
obvious.
Yeah. So when my dad
45 minutes ago.
Yeah. My dad, he tells me like every single day, "I'm so proud of you. I love you so much." Like he is over the top, and I think I get my over the top love from him.
God, we need more men like that in the world.
He's such a jolly man.
Right,
I love him.
Oh, I would love to meet him one day. But you've gotten closer over the past few years.
Yeah, it's just been like when I moved down to Coastal, he drove with me down there.
Mm-hmm.
He made sure that I was all set. And I think he feels, not a lot of guilt, but he feels after this conversation, we talked about this before, that we had at Christmas this time when I kind of told him some details about my past that he didn't know about.
Right.
Now he feels he checks in on me every single day, almost like multiple times a day.
That's the whole point. Like, people don't know if you don't tell them.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So I'm glad that you guys had that chat and that talk. And do you think he feels like, have you ever talked about like your parents' relationship or like why the divorce happened or anything like that? Have you really emotionally connected to him about your past, or has it mostly been about kind of what's going on now into the future?
It's kind of, that's a good question. It's more of what's going on right now.
Okay.
Because I was just sharing some frustrations that it's just like nothing's changed.
Right.
So it's like we could talk about the past, but it's the same as the future.
Right.
Or the same as the present. So,
yeah.
But yeah, you're very right. And if you don't tell people, they don't know.
Yeah, they don't know.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm really incredibly grateful that you came on and that you're so open, and that you shared your story, and that there's more to you than this person we see on Instagram, and that you're a legit human who, you fucking busted your ass since you were young, and you've made a life for yourself. And either we can choose to play the victim forever, or we can look in the mirror and be like, okay, you have to do this. It's your responsibility. If you want to be happy, if you want a good life, if you want to be successful, it is on you. And really, like, it's kind of a tough love mentality, but that's what has worked for me. Yeah. But until people are ready to look at themselves and kind of take that all in, they're going to stay the same. So
you got to give tough love to yourself.
100%. 100%.
Love
So
that.
where can we find you?
At GB Clark. My motto is don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Everyone, take today and don't be a dick.
Listen, 2020 was an awful year, but the thing is, like, it was awful for everybody, and nobody's more important than anyone else.
Yeah.
So if you're a dick to everybody, like, you're going to attract
dicks. Not the good kind.
Not the good kind.
Unfortunately.
I like that. So GB Clark on Instagram. You are episode 24 of the 6 Feet Above podcast. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.